This WJG Sports video production is brought to you by Moe's Automotive. Mention WJG Sports and get $5 off your next service. Moe's Automotive, NC Highway 11, Kinston.
Want to be ready to take over the game in the clutch? Join the We Up Athletic Group. Coach Nick Oates offers affordable training and skill development. Contact him on IG or email him to take your game up a level.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Laieke Abebe, a.k.a. Strika. We are on our way to the Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase up in Kill Devil Hills, held at First Flight High School. It's going to be a special event that's about something that's bigger than the game of basketball, and can't wait to be out there and see some great high school hoops from not just in North Carolina, but we got some Virginia squads coming in as well. It's going to be one heck of a day and a weekend, and we're going to try to get some interviews of some important people that make the event possible and some of my favorite coaches in Eastern North Carolina, and we're going to tell their stories about what it means to be playing in the event, the bigger issue at hand, and other things like that. So we hope you stick around and tune in here on WJG Sports. Strika, we're here at First Flight High School. Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase. 2.5 hour drop left. Weather's kind of bad, but inside, the game's only going to heat up. So can't wait to get after it. We got some great interviews coming for you today.
Post up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm here with Northside High School head coach Jared Adams. You guys just picked up a 58-47 win over Hooper Coach. What did you guys do in the fourth quarter, because they were battling back hard, and what did you guys do to put it away?
We did a good job. We transitioned to man, and I put Tyler Turner on one of the better players in the pool. And he kind of stopped and held him from scoring, because he's definitely a threat from the outside. And I think that was a key turning point in that fourth quarter. It kind of let us be able to see some separation in the score. And then my big guys down low, Hunter Brady, Porter Boyd, did an awesome job boxing out, getting rebounds, and giving us a second chance opportunity to score.
And that was kind of like a big point of emphasis in this game, it seemed, because you guys had the size advantage against Hooper Coach, and Connor had a big night, 20 points and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, we're not extremely quick, but we got a group of guys who can move the ball. We're young. They got good feet down on the post, and so our post game is starting to develop, which is going to kind of help us open up our outside in the future.
Of course, we are the Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase. I know man that meant a lot to you is the late coach Mike Proctor. You played for him and coached alongside him as well. What did Coach Proctor mean to you and to the North Side and Stoker County community?
You know, it's just a lifetime. I mean, it's very rare to see a guy devote 30 plus years at the school. You know, he's the only basketball coach at the school until I came. I took the position, and he harped on three things, and it was, faith, family, basketball, and those are the things that he really loved, really preached, and he just showed that he was a team player, as well as he was just. That was his family, was the school. A lot of people have hobbies. His was making sure that when the kids graduated and they were involved, they stayed active, and he just heck of a guy, heck of a coach. I saw, transition. I was a player, he was my mentor, and then we turned to develop a friendship right before helped him with the varsity team.
And of course, you guys are now 2-3 on the year, going into conference play next week against Jonesy or Phenom Hoop.
Actually, we got to move the game to Jones Senior because of exams. So next game.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Yeah.
You guys are a team trying to figure yourselves out. Could a game like that was a very competitive game for 4 quarters, despite what the score says, could a game like that help you going into the Coastal Plains winning?
Yeah, most definitely. Because like I said, a lot of my guys play football. We had a really good football season this year.
Absolutely.
And so we're just now transitioning from football mode to basketball. So I think, get a few more practices under our belt, a few more games. I think we're kind of starting to grasp it, and hopefully, as the season goes, we'll progress.
Well, you heard it from him, Northside head coach Jerry Adams. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks.
Here with Carter Boyd from Northside Pinta High School. 20 points to 12 rebounds today in a win over Ocracoke. What did you see out there that got you going early?
It was just my teammates giving me the ball down low, being able to do whatever I can to help them out.
I know there's a Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase. It's an event that's bigger than basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to me about the late coach Mike Proctor, what he meant to you.
He meant everything to me, man. I never got to coach under him. I was always on JV, but he was always a good guy. He would always come to practice and help us out.
And of course, Coach Adams, I know you guys are a team that are trying to figure themselves out. Can a win like this really help you going into conference play?
Oh, there's no doubt, especially going right into conference play is a good win to get our momentum going and boost us up.
And what did you guys do late in the fourth quarter? Because Ocracoke did a really good job of fighting.
They started making the threes. We just had to close out better. We went into man, and that helped us out a lot. But overall, it was just a good performance.
Abebe, aka Strika. We're here with First Flight head coach and athletic director Chad Williams. Chad, thank you for joining me. I know it's a tough loss tonight to a great Word of God program, but how about the energy of the crowd, man? It looked like they were cheering, like they felt like they were up for it the way they were cheering.
Yeah, it was a really great atmosphere. For this to be the second year of the event and to have as many people as we had here tonight, thanks to the fans for coming out, and also thanks to the teams that came to participate. We had some really good games today.
Absolutely.
Obviously our game didn't go the way we wanted it to, but our kids fought hard. We played hard. We did what we do. We certainly were probably a little overmatched, but I think that they knew that we were there in the gym with them. I don't think we took their best shot for a while. I think they were like first quarters, like, holy cow, who are these kids? And so I'm really proud of how our team battled.
Of course, this is the second annual Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase here at First Flight High School. Of course, the event is a lot about basketball, but it's also more than just basketball. Of course, how did you get this all started? What was the inspiration?
Well, in February of 2018, my dad's name is Guy Williams, and he got a diagnosis back after a routine checkup that was really bad diagnosis of an extremely rare form of cancer. Only about 80 people get it in the U.S. a year. And he immediately went into a clinical trial because the diagnosis was really about 10 months. That's what they were giving him. So I wanted somehow to honor him in some way. But I actually got a call about playing in the Coaches vs. Cancer event by the North Carolina Basketball Coaches Association in Asheville. And part of the agreement to go to that is you have to do your own fundraiser. And teams, they do bake sales or whatever. Well, my idea was to have our own showcase, Coaches vs. Cancer, here on the eastern part of the state. And they said, we think that's a great idea. And so I called some friends of mine in the coaching community that are just really good guys. And they immediately jumped on board. Last year was the first year, and it was successful, but nothing like tonight was. My mom was here tonight. My brother's coming in tomorrow, and I know that for them to see the stands filled, the fans into the game, and the energy that was there, and the level of play that was there, and it's all a memorial to my dad. And he had the best seat in the house, and I hope he liked some of the dunks that he saw. Our kids were smiling; they were dunking on us, So I hope he was able to enjoy it too. It's a very special thing for me. This is done, for just me for the second year. I can't be more appreciative of the people who are involved and everything.
Of course, the event it was a great day one. You had some great teams. I know two teams that I want to talk about with you are Ocracoke and Cape Hatteras High Schools. I know with the effects of Hurricane Dorian, I know you wanted to get them out here as well and get them a couple games.
Yeah, but originally they weren't scheduled to come. We originally had 4 games scheduled for today and 9 for tomorrow. And then after Dorian, Ocracoke still doesn't have a gym. They won't play a home game all year. Cape Hatteras hasn't played a home game yet. They don't have a roof on theirs. They're in our backyard. They're our neighbors. And so I thought, let's find a way that we can include them and incorporate them.
They're going to play tomorrow.
They're playing tomorrow. Actually, they're a big rivalry game. We're playing at 12:30. It's kind of in the middle. Hopefully, there'll be a good crowd here. Hatteras kids were here tonight. I put them up in the hotel just so they could come in and watch and experience the really good atmosphere that's here. The Ocracoke kids obviously stayed tonight after playing today. Almost got a win too. They played really well.
I know it's a very competitive game against the Northside Pinetown Panthers.
Yeah, they they're our community. Hatteras is one of our schools in our district. Ocracoke's actually a Hyde County school, but that we feel like they're part of us. And actually my basketball team and the administration here for Thanksgiving, we went down and fed all of the residents in Ocracoke.
I saw that was special.
I try to teach my kids. I tell them every year I'm going to teach a little bit about basketball and a lot about life. Life's not fair sometimes. And sometimes you got to help people, and sometimes you need help. So I'm glad that we've been able to reach out to these schools and help them. Again, I'm just so appreciative of all of these coaches and great teams and great players that were here tonight. Again, if someone would have asked me, could we get this done, I would have said no way. Nate James from Duke sitting in the stands tonight. He had a son signing with Duke, signing with Michigan. It's
Isaiah Todd and Henry Coleman III, two great players that had great games tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's an unbelievable atmosphere. I'm just very thankful for all of the people that I have around me that helped me bring this in. I got great assistant coaches, that are here at midnight.
That's the man right there.
That's the man right there. No doubt about it.
Sorry to cut you off there, but you also brought in some teams like Myers Park, who's a dark horse state title contender out in 4A. Give us a little bit of a preview of day 2, which is sure to be packed out and loaded field.
If people enjoy the games tonight, then tomorrow's going to be nuts. Myers Park's loaded, and I got to know their coach. Scott Taylor, actually, when he was at previous school, called me about what we do offensively, and then he left and went to another school. Well, the AD that he worked for is now my principal. And his aunt was the front desk person and a former teacher at Manio High School. So there's all of these connections that we knew each other without knowing each other. And he came last year, and he told me, he said, "Man, we're in as long as you'll have us." That's the great thing. Every team that was here last year wanted to come back. There's only 2 that weren't back from last year. One is Great Ridge Christian, the coach left, and sort of the program sort of dwindled. And the other is Woodside, because they had a scheduling snafu. So Lansdowne's coming to take their place from Virginia.
They're a great team.
Oh, they're unbelievable. Donald Hand Jr. is a really good player. Tomorrow is going to be a really, really exciting, packed day of great games.
Of course, some other teams I want to talk to you about before we wrap this up. Washington and Northside and Farmville Central, the 3 I want to talk about, because Farmville Central has a resource officer that's been battling cancer for the last year. Melissa Pierce, we shout her out. And of course, the late coach Mike Proctor from Northside. Rashad Smith is now Washington, who's coached by Jared Adams, played for him and coached alongside him. What did Coach Proctor mean to you, sir?
Well, actually, the reason that Northside was invited last year was because of Coach Proctor, to be quite honest. Coach Proctor, I used to work in Camden High School, and so I played against him as an assistant, or coached against him as an assistant when I was in Camden. I used to remember watching Channel 9 News with him and his tie. I had a basketball one way back in the day. I thought it was a really corny tie. But got to know him a little bit then, and then when I got the job here, when he had Adebayo, we called and played. They came here one year, we went there one year. And we formed this relationship, and then when he got sick and diagnosed, it really hit home. The coaching fraternity is small, and we're tight, and
especially here in Houston, North Carolina, it's a family out here.
There's no doubt about it. And so I'm very grateful for the time that I did get to know Coach Proctor. He's a legend, up in those parts, and Coach Adams taking over for him, in a tough situation last year, and was gracious enough to come and then. Come back again this year. They're only playing. They only play today, but I've kept them in hotels tonight so they can come watch the games tomorrow too. I think it's important that our kids get to see as much talent as they can. I also think it's important that the kids see that there are people out here that want to do things for them, that appreciate the time that they put in, and also how much the coaches appreciate what they do for these kids.
Of course, one final question for you: is this cook-off between you and Rod Bridgers happening?
I think he's ducking me, man. I'm serious. Like, for real. I think he's ducking me.
Rod, you better be ready, man.
I'm telling you. I'm ready. Game on,
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, the bad part is I'm not sure how much time we're going to have.
And the weather's kind
of cruddy. I'm going to give him a pass, but,
you don't want to. You want that smoke.
Ain't no doubt about it. Like I said, anybody, anywhere, anytime. We'll cook, we'll play, we'll do whatever.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, man. Thank you. All right. Well, that concludes day 1 from here at the Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase at First Flight High School. Thank you for going through this journey with me here today. Thank you to Coach Williams again. You've got beautiful school, beautiful facilities here. Be ready for day 2. For day 2 of the Good Guys vs. Cancer Showcase. Came out here early in the morning to see Manio and Pasquotank go at it. It's a really good game right now. Late third quarter. But yeah, can't wait for day 2. We got a lot of really good interviews for you today, so be on the lookout. here with Rashad Smith from Washington High School. I know today's game didn't go as you wanted, especially in the final seconds, but an experience like this can definitely help, right? So what did you see out there that you got a great performance?
We played well, but just turnovers, too many turnovers. They played very well. They had pretty good team.
Yeah, East Carteret definitely had a really good showing. They did fight hard. You guys are still 5-2 on the year. You guys are off to still an incredible start. What's been the biggest key to your 5 years?
Basically, defense. We got to be together.
Of course, some good guys will came to showcase them. I know someone that meant a lot to you was Mike Clark from Pastor last year. You played for 3 years at Northside, right? So what did you mean to you?
It was just another problem for me. It took me a lot of time but just he did a lot.
And of course, that's kind of where the message one of the coaches who you write that on your shoes. That is something you live by. You live by some of his codes.
I put it on my shirt because it just meant a lot to me. Having getting the balls when I talk about it, but that's what I put it on.
Yeah, I know it's an emotional topic. An event like this is kind of bigger than basketball, but for you guys, a program that's trying to rise and be a contender in the Eastern Carolina Tour, what would be the keys to getting back on track after today?
Just taking practice more serious with defense and just scoring points.
And you need to avoid the free throw shooting, don't you? And Rashad Smith, you guys want to be in it? You guys can be in it.
Hey, I'm coming different than you.
All day.
Myers Park head coach Scott Taylor, of course, another J.H. Rose alum. A huge win tonight over another Pitt County opponent, South Central, with a Cameron Mack game-winning layup. What did you see from your team tonight that got you over the line?
Some toughness and some resiliency. I mean, we had to battle. The way that they play, the style of play they bring is different. It's unique. It's tough. We knew they were coming downhill at you. We knew they were bringing it, which is kind of the reason I wanted to play them. I needed to see kind of what we had and how we could respond to it. And going into the fourth, down 7, took Drake out for the last minute and knew that was taking a challenge. But, kind of looked at the guys in the huddle and was like, all right, let's go. And got a couple stops to start the fourth, right back in it, 2-point game. And then from there, it was kind of making plays. They made some tough plays, made a couple shots. They kept responding to what we're doing. And just had some guys that just wouldn't back down, which is really encouraging going forward to conference stuff.
How has this weekend been in terms of a litmus test for you guys? Because you played a great Trinity Episcopal team and a very tough South Central team tonight.
The event itself matters a lot to support the cause and Coach Williams here at First Flight. But the opportunity to play Trinity Episcopal and South Central, 2 teams that won state titles last year, was obviously a big part of it. I mean, that's where we expect to be. That's kind of we've talked about it. It's not just trying to be there. We're going to get there, and to play people who have been in that situation and be able to come out with wins, shows a lot about where we think our kids are, which is good.
Of course, you guys are in a very great basketball area, Queen City, Charlotte. I know there are some contenders out there. So, what kind of sets your team apart from all the rest so far?
I think our depth and versatility gives us an opportunity to play a lot of different styles. We can go kind of go small and spread it out with some guards. We can go big if need be. I got a bunch of kids that are bought in on playing defense and taking some individual matchups against really, really good players. And we're going to see a bunch of them. We hadn't gotten past Independence yet. Butler's tough as crap, man. And then you get out of that, and in the second round of the playoffs, you got to play a North Meck or a Vance or a Huff or some, these teams are really, really good. And so you got to be able to play a lot of different ways. You got to have different answers. And we're learning that we've got answers in a lot of different situations.
And my last question is, are these pants right here Myers Park green or rampant green?
I guess you could say a little bit of both. I didn't think about it, but to bring some green against South Central kind of fits the bill. Good.
Actually, one more. Of course, you are a Rose alum. What was your favorite memory of playing at Rose?
Man, so my senior year, we ended up in the regionals in Fayetteville against 71st. We beat Laney, who was coming back from playing the state title game the year before in Crown Coliseum, and a nice little playoff run with my guys the senior year. It's something you don't forget. That's something I try to talk to my guys about. And you go on and play higher levels, some go play other sports, whatever it is. High school basketball is fun. And it's been a long time since I played. Shaquavian Smith, his dad, in there for Farmville Central, he played with me and see him up in the stands, and it's like nothing's changed. So there's a lot of really good memories about basketball in Pitt County.
Here with South Central High School head coach Chris Cherry. Unfortunately, tonight, lost at the buzzer on a really nice shot by Cameron Mack from Myers Park. But you guys are still off to a great start this year despite the 2 straight losses. What's kind of been the key to your start with a new good team?
Just trying to get better every day. Trying to correct mistakes and just continue to grow.
Of course, an event like this is not really just about basketball. It's bigger than basketball.
Yeah.
You guys cancer showcase. Playing in this event for the second consecutive year, what does it mean to you to have Coach Williams invite you back again?
It's a great thing for me personally. Cancer has hit my life and my family, so anything I can do to get better is just a great thing.
Can you talk to me a little bit more about that?
Well, I lost my father to cancer, and I lost 2 uncles to cancer, so this is personal.
Of course, I know the 2 straight losses do hurt, but the fight tonight from your team against the Myers Park team is kind of a dark horse team. Some people. What does it say about your team to be right there at the end, even through all the adversity you've dealt with the last few years?
Well, it's just the culture of our program. We're going to fight every day. We're never give an inch. We're going to compete.
of course, to contend, be back in contention for another conference championship. What do you guys have to do to continue to grow?
Just get better. Yeah, we gotta get better. We gotta rebound the basketball. We gotta change the game.
I know it's hard to get words out of you, so I really appreciate it.
Hey, man, anytime, bro.
South Central head coach Chris Cherry. Thank you so much. Yo, take a look at this game.
All I can say is I probably won't see y'all again for a little while. But probably have to keep doing what y'all doing. Obviously.
Here with Justin Wright and SAMAGE TEEL from the Farmville Central Jaguars. Down by as many as 15, come all the way back to defeat perennial powerhouse Word of God here tonight. What does it mean to y'all that you can once again make another statement to the world that Farmville Central basketball is with it?
I mean, it definitely feel great to show that Farmville Central, we one of the top teams out here and that we fight against anybody.
I mean, it showed a lot. I mean, we were the underdogs coming here, everybody was sleeping on us. So we wasn't as big underdogs as other teams. We got heart, and we just went out there and showed it.
And that 2-5-2 toughness seemed to show. You hit some clutch free throws down the stretch, except for that last one. But you guys were incredible throughout the second half. So what did you guys kind of do to relax after you went down double digits?
Well, I mean, first we was like locker room. We all like we was getting on each other. We had to realize like we're a team. So we had to do to come together. We came back out. So Quavion came back in. He had some clutch things, and we all just came back together and started playing as a team. And as everybody know, we're a family, and that's can really like break us apart.
It's like a machine. Don't work without all the parts.
We came together that second half as a family, and we wanted to show everybody that we doubt business, and it's the 2-5-2, and we don't give up. Really.
Of course, an event like this is more than just basketball. I know there's a bigger cause at hand. So what does it mean to y'all to be playing in this event once again, representing Farmville, Pitt County, and the 2-5-2?
It means a lot to represent Pitt County, for us coming down here, putting on a show, again, a national showcasing and stuff. It's just a blessing, really.
For us, I mean, it's a lot. Showing the community that basketball is a big part of our community, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to win.
And you guys are here to stay, right?
Yes, sir. 2-5, baby.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here with Farmville Central head coach Larry Wilford, and this guy, Justin Wright, senior guard, NC Central signee. Congratulations on the win tonight, fellas. 38 consecutive wins. What does it mean to you and to you that you guys can get it over perennial powerhouse like we're going?
You know, I thought several guys stepped up to play down and bump knees. You know, hurt his knee there a little bit in the first half. Didn't know if he was going to be able to go. You know, I thought Justin, SAMAGE, really midway the first half, really the second half, you know, took to another level. You know, offensively and defensively. You know, sometimes Justin McCord the post, you know, when the Ante fouled out, you know, a team that where we do what we got to do now.
Justin, you told me a little bit earlier about the Farmville Central way, the 2-5-2 way, the toughness. Does a win like this kind of embody what Farmville Central basketball is all about?
Well, yeah, it just really shows Farmville Central, we practice hard, we have a lot of fight, and we never give up. Coach will always lead us in the right direction.
Of course, people kind of questioned your non-conference schedule a little bit, but to continue.
They thought we were crazy.
Yeah, they thought you were. I thought you were crazy too.
But nobody in our locker room, you know, I called a couple of the senior. I called SAMAGE, I called Justin, I called TEEL, you know, a couple of our guys that lead us on the basketball court. And they wanted that schedule, and so that's what we did. We went out and we toughened up our non-conference schedule. Because I think that's what we need, you know, to get us to where we want to be at, you know, right now. You know, so far, you know, we responded. And I tell you, there's a lot of statement games in that schedule. You know, at the end of this year, there's not going to be no one to say that we will not test it.
Like you said, playing Greenfield,
SAMAGE.
That guy's pretty good too. Of course, but playing those type of teams and playing power programs that are improving. You want SAMAGE in here too? What's up, Social? How you doing, man?
Go ahead,
but having a bit of playing improving programs like Washington and Kinston, we were playing a few weeks, and who's always been good, of course, and the John Wall. Are games like that going to help you like try and progress towards February and March?
Yeah, I mean, Tuesday night we look at Washington football. You know, these guys know. But maybe we're not the biggest game on one guy's schedule, but Washington was the biggest game. You know, we want to bring Central's biggest game. You go down the list, we're going to be that team's biggest game, and we got a big bullseye on us. And you got to practice hard every night. You got to prepare. You got to be humble. And you know, these two guys have not stepped up. You know, there's a lot of wrestling that said all over and
Soja, you had some big plays down the stretch of the second half. Talk to me a little bit more about how you guys were able to get the job done against the Great Word of God team.
First off, we had to come together as a family. First half, we wasn't really a family. We were just playing our own ball. We were doing it in the locker room, talk with Coach Will, talk with teammates. We came back out. We just got it flowing. Once we get it flowing, it's kind of hard to stop it.
Justin, you could just tell the camera one more time about the Farmville way.
The Farmville way, you never give up. That's
2-5-2. 2-5-2, baby.
Thank you guys so much for joining me, man. Appreciate you.
Thank God you did.
These guys. Hey, what's going on? I think I've gotten to interview just about all the good people you can know. Oh wait, hey look, it's Jamie Shaw from Phenom Hoop, my man. How are you, man?
I'm just glad that we did a tournament big enough that we can get you in the building.
Man, stop. I'm not.
When you big time, man, we're just happy to have you in the place.
Dude, I'm not that famous, guys. But anyway, Jamie, of course, you were one of the main people here at Phenom Hoop Report. What have you thought of this two-day Good Guys vs. Cancer showcase?
Well, first off, I think it's brought light to a great cause. Obviously, it's benefiting the American Cancer Society, and that's something that Chad's very passionate about. It's called Good Guys vs. Cancer after his father, Guy Williams. And then being able to put that into a community event. This is a big community event. It's actually a regional event. All of Eastern North Carolina, we're kind of celebrating here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's also for the cause of the American Cancer Society. That's exciting to go to cancer research, and something that it's a disease that affects everybody. You know, everybody knows somebody that's been affected by cancer. Cancer sucks. It's just there's no prejudice in it or anything. It's just terrible. So that's the exciting part of it. But basketball has been unbelievable.
Oh my goodness! Dude, how about that FARMVILLE God game, man?
How about that Myers Park game?
Absolutely. The buzzer beater to beat Southside. Washington and East Carteret came down in the final seconds.
I mean, the day of basketball here has been absolutely
unreal.
And it's been even more exciting because it's been in front of a packed crowd.
Yes.
The entire day.
You got to thank Kill Devil Hills, man. They do it big here first five.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Chad did an unbelievable job putting this thing together. Chad did an unbelievable job with the hospitality. It's first rate. Every single coach that came here to a team, we were talking to them after the fact, said, thank you, we want to come back. This is one of the best events we've ever been to. So you can't ask for anything of that.
I want to come back too.
And a big part of that was the fans.
Oh yeah.
The fans, the community got behind this event so fiercely. And they came in, and like I said, the gym was half full for an 8 a.m. game. Half full for an 8 a.m. game. The fans got here before the workers did. Unbelievable, and it's been great the whole time. Eastern North Carolina showed out.
Absolutely, that's what the 252 does. Of course, it's you want the big programs here, like your Word of God, your Farmville Central, your Kinston, your First Flight, your Washington, your East Carterets. But having not only the big name teams like Trinity, Episcopal, and Langston, but having some of the local Eastern North Carolina squads, Ocracoke and Hatteras especially, are two I want to talk about. Sure. With everything that's Battle of the Paddle, everything that's gone on with.
It's been great too because even ODX Chevrolet came in and they wrote Ocracoke, whose gym has been decimated. A $500 check.
Oh yeah,
just because just because of the goodness of their heart. So that's been incredible to see. What is great to see at this event is showing is the outpouring of love of the community, the togetherness. It shows that there is good in people's heart still, and people supporting people, and that's been really cool to see.
Oh no, see the kid. Well, I mean, truly, it's been a remarkable event. But I wanted to talk to you about Phenom Hoop Report, partnering with the Hoop State Network.
Sure.
What went through that process?
Well, it's a no-brainer, really. You have Rick Lewis, who runs the best events in the region.
Shout out to
Yeah, the Rick Lewis runs the best events in the region, and Webb Wellman produces and markets better than anybody else in the country. So you have the best event organizer in the country and the best event promoter in the country coming together, and Rick and Webb is just a no-brainer. And so far, it's been great. So far, it's been great. It's been great for the state of North Carolina as a whole.
Yeah, you've got a great crew. You've got Patrick O'Brien. You've got Miles Miles Massacola, not so
talented.
Not so much of a machine though.
No, Miles Massacola is going to be a superstar.
I'm just messing with him.
Miles is going to be a superstar.
Yes, he is. Of course, you got Jeff Bendel, director player analysis. You got
one of the best basketball scouting eyes in the country.
Webb, you got Rod Bridges, you got Ant Simmons, Donnie that boy. Ray, you guys do an excellent job running events throughout the state.
Well, it's been unbelievable because it's something. It brings it all together. We have the event organization, we have the talent, we have the teams, and then we have the side of it where the exposure comes in. So we have Webb and Donnie over here shooting video. We have the personalities of Ray, Rod, and Miles on the camera, and Ant, who are basketball knowledgeable, but also incredibly engaging. And and then we have the teams and the players, and it's just something that's really taken on for the state of North Carolina. Now these national people, like all the people who write nationally, both players and teams, are watching every single game that we do. The fans are loving it because the commentating is so good.
Yes, it is.
The kids are loving it because they get the exposure. But not only do they get the exposure, they get the competition. These games in here tonight, these games in here have been incredibly high level.
Unbelievable.
Incredibly high level. You have high major players. You have guys going to the top level schools. You got D2s, D3s. You got top 100 teams in the country. You have everything going on all at once. And it's just very exciting to be able to see this collaboration take place.
And of course, we had a little problem with the tripod a little bit earlier. Some of the kids wanted to play. I mean, you can't do anything about that.
Absolutely. And that's been another thing here too, the family environment.
Oh yeah,
you got girlfriends and boyfriends and kids and children and grandparents. Everybody's come. And they're talking about traveling, like I was talking to a couple earlier, they drove 2 hours away just to come down because they heard that Isaiah Todd was going to be playing, and they don't get to see that type of thing. And they started as the top 10 player in the country.
Well, you guys have just been unbelievable hosts. Coach Chad Williams, we want to thank him again. We did an interview with him yesterday. My man, Jamie Sharp, Phenom Hoop Report.
Absolutely,
thank you so much.
Hey, make sure y'all go check this guy out. He's on top of things in Eastern North Carolina.
Man, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I'm at Jeff Bendel, Boris Finest, Director of Player Analysis for Phenom Hoops. I know you're tired, but what you think of this event this weekend, man?
It was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie. It was got better as it went along. Ton of talent. You know, teams from all over North Carolina, Virginia, Eastern, Western, all that area.
So tell me about how you got this gig with Phenom.
Man, love the game. That's all.
I was gonna say you got an eye for talent. I know. I hear you're pretty all right with it.
I'm all right with it. I hit a couple in my day.
Some slight.
Still young, still working on earning them stripes. You know how it goes.
I hear you, man. You're probably better than that guy, though.
What? At what? He's a better writer than me. He's a better basketball player than me. He does a few different things better than me.
You know, I hear you're going to be a guest on some podcasts.
I will. Tune in. I don't know when you're uploading it, but I'll be recording it on Monday.
Hey,
talking about DJ Wild.
Hey, let's go. Slight Glaze Gang.
What's good, man?
What's good, everybody?
The hotlight on.
Hey, make sure you see this deluxe recap. That FARMVILLE Word of God is going to be
wild. And we were lit up there, boy. Like $2 Tuesdays out here with the city.
I gotta go ahead and redo that interview. I forgot that I got a sponsor now, so.
LJ is free.
We gotta be crispy clean, you know.
Dude, I gotta see that hat. Let me see that hat. Look at this hat. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey,
see, I got him on it now. See, look at it.
I had to do it one time for the one time.
I hear you.
even though Greenville ain't my home, I mean, hey, it's close to my second area. You know?
Man, I know it, man.
Y'all know what the real Ville is, Fayetteville. So.
Hey, I know. I heard that. Man, chill out. This dude right here. This is one of the top available PGs in North Carolina, y'all. I'll tell you. This guy right here he's all right. Still got to work on that jumper, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, D. Blake with the 40 ball, though. I see you, my man. Well, that just about does it. Good Guys versus Cancer Showcase in the books. Kinston got that W over First Flight.
Hey, here we out here. First Flight High School. ENC, baby.
Man, it's been a crazy day, man. Thank you for sticking it out with me over these last couple of days. You know WJG Sports got you with that content. Just Like Brothers podcast recorded Monday with Miles Mastercola. Can't wait to get back and be confused with Kai Jones again. So, peace out.